Hello, everybody. Just Palo Santoing us. Happy Halloween! Nice to see you guys. Alrighty, here we are. Yes, good. Palo Santo you, Palo Santo me, for sure. Alrighty, let's stick that over there. It's gonna smoke us out for a few minutes. Hello, happy Halloween to you all. Welcome if you're just joining me for the first time, and then welcome back to those of you who I've met before. I am going to start us off with Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. If it's your birthday, or it has been your birthday, or it's gonna be your birthday soon. Then Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then last of the night will be Ophiuchus. I have been noticing there was some heavy Libra energy last month, and now moving into Scorpio, it still feels like it's kind of heavy. I just noted in all the readings I did this week, whether they were personals or whether they were recorded, there was a lot of exposure and jealousy, and then strength and faith being tested. I don't know if you will resonate with any of that, but hopefully some of that will start to clear soon. It just feels kind of heavy. All right, let's say a quick blessing and we will just get started with Scorpio, all right? Holy Spirit, we thank you so much for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to use this Chicoli deck to start for you guys. You can see, okay. Happy Halloween. Woo. I have the Hermit card out for you, Scorpio. Very good. So the Hermit is the energy of Virgo, but really it speaks to kind of isolating yourself because you want to spend some time alone in meditation, in prayer, or just kind of contemplating what you want to do next with yourself, with your life, with your time. See, I have the Magician. Nicely done. So the Magician in the upright position is someone who is it feels like someone who's almost like on the cusp of unveiling something amazing in their lives, or it can be this energy of creating something in your life that is going to be really positive. It's like manifestation energy here. You haven't told anyone about this yet. That's probably why you're kind of in this isolation energy. I have the King of Cups. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get hung up on the genders. It's really about what it kind of represents. This is an energy of keeping your cards close to your chest. This is someone who has a lot of feelings and emotions about something right now, but they're not telling anybody about it. It's just kind of keeping it to themselves for now. I have the Hierophant that comes out on its side. That's the card of Taurus. This can be an energy of marriage or a major commitment that you may be considering making with another person, or maybe starting a new business or something that's like a very heavy energy of committing yourself to something. Something that you haven't said anything to anyone else about. I have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and I have the Emperor on its side. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who may have been through a time in their lives where there was a lot of lack mentality or poverty consciousness. And it could be an energy of... And I have this Emperor energy that's crossing it. This is the card of Divine Masculine. It's also the card of Aries. But this would be someone who... you may be bringing into your life that may be finding you, or this can be you and your energy, again, possibly starting a business or some kind of major commitment here, or this could be a person that adds to your life financially and creates a lot of positive growth and support and stability in your life. Now let me get another deck here. We're going to use this Vice Versa Tarot. I see the World card on top of this deck already. It's printed on both sides, so you can't really make it stop talking ever. But the World is the card of Libra. That's the time that we've just left. And it feels like an energy of wrapping up old cycles for you, for a lot of people right now, actually, and kind of being at a place where the world's kind of your oyster, Scorpio, and there are a lot of options open to you. You may have a lot of new opportunities for expansion coming towards you in the year 2022. I have the Seven of Cups here, interesting, and I have the Emperor right on top of the Emperor. Oh, I love it when you do me like that. Good job. All right, so this Seven of Cups, the only issue, the reason that you, Scorpio, if this is your reading, the reason that you're not really opening up to others about the things that are going on in your life right now is because you aren't sure you can trust the blessings that are coming into you. You're not sure. There is some kind of energy that you are coming out of. Maybe this can go back, and I've got the Lovers card over here, and look, I have the Empress right here that goes on top of this Emperor. Hold on, I just want to put something on top of that deck right there, so it'll just for a minute. But this Seven of Cups, this is someone who may have in the past, and I mean all the way back to even childhood wounding, may have experienced a lot of romantic relationships around them within their parents, or just in some of the groups that they saw, some discordance, or they may have been through a challenging childhood, something like that. And this may be making you feel like the choices that you're making may not be, like you may be questioning your choices, and that really relates to this Hermit energy, where we have someone kind of going into their own personal private cave of solitude, you know, the back cave, and kind of getting very meditative about what the future is going to hold for you and who you're allowing into your life, and making sure that whoever I'm talking to is someone who likes to do things methodically and by the book. They want to make sure they check all the boxes, and they want to make sure they're not going to screw anything up, because they know what that looks like from past experience, from seeing other people's representations of relationships or situations or even business partnerships, things like that in their lives. So they're really trying to do things the smart way. And I feel like this person's kind of second guessing their choices, but I have the Lovers card that comes right out here on top of this World card. And the Lovers card is the card of Gemini, but this is someone who has a major choice in love that they need to make. And it's coming towards them right now. It's an are you all in or are you all out kind of energy. Seems like such a simple decision, but for whoever I'm reading for here, this kind of commitment energy, however it relates to you, it has you kind of questioning your own judgment. Okay, and that's good, that's healthy. Now I'll tell you over here, let's talk about this Emperor that's come out here twice. Good job. And we've just used 2 decks, y'all. There's not that many cards out here, but we've got this Emperor as well, Empress as well. And so we have a true pairing here. This is divine masculine, this is divine feminine energy. These 2 individuals have grown into themselves, and they would make a very solid partnership together. And this Emperor is this energy that this person, whoever I'm reading for, Scorpio, that you seem to be pulling into your life. Really just finally, there's an energy of someone here being worried about what other people are going to say about this with this Five of Swords. And I have the Wheel of Fortune, though, which is the energy of Sagittarius, but this is an energy of good karma. This is an energy, the Wheel of Fortune is things starting to flow in the right direction, and you being very surprised, like pleasantly surprised by the way this situation turns out. I have a feeling Sagittarius season is going to be an important time for a lot of people within their business lives and in their romantic lives. We have a lot of loose ends that are being tied up right now with that Libra season just exiting and into Scorpio season, you know. And when we enter into Sagittarius, we're going to have a lot of forward moving propulsion for a lot of people, and especially you here, Scorpio. I think 2022 is going to be a year where you have a lot of new opportunities coming towards you and a lot of happy surprises. All right, that was your reading for this week. Happy Halloween, Scorpio. Next up, we have Pisces. I want to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for Pisces. I have the Devil on one side and the Page of Cups on the other side. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm just going to keep the Page of Cups out since it ended up on the bottom of the deck anyway. But the Page of Cups in the reverse. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but the Page of Cups in the reverse is someone who needs to reach out with a message of love, kindness, apology, forgiveness, something like that. Either this is you, Pisces, or this is someone who has you heavily on their mind or is kind of in your energy field. I have the Two of Wands here. This is someone who may want to work with you on something. This person may want to partner with you. They may want to be friends with you. They may, the Two of Wands, quite honestly, can be kind of a lusty card. This person may be attracted to you in some way. There may have been some fallout, something. See, pages are real immature energies. They can represent children, but they can also be just like little blips, little problems. Maybe don't take it in such a big, heavy way until we see anything that would indicate otherwise. With this, oh, okay. With this Six of Wands right here coming out on its side under this Two of Wands right here, whoever this person is, whether it's you or someone else, they are very concerned that you won't accept an apology from them. There's someone that wants to know you better or wants to heal a situation. There was some kind of little hiccup in your path with one another, and this can be a love relationship or a love interest, or this can be like a friend or a family member, who knows, work colleague, something. With this Five of Cups here, this is someone who has for a long time fixated on something that they said to you or about you that they really are regretful of now. My tummy is like very nervous all of a sudden. Where's that deck? There it is. They feel like they have made a mess of something in your life or vice versa. There's these Three Cups here that have been spilled over. Someone keeps kind of fixating on that. Like some damage that was perhaps done to you. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. My stomach's all of a sudden like very high acid. I don't know if that's something that you're dealing with. I have this Seven of Pentacles and it's right on top of this Five of Pentacles in the reverse. There's someone here. There's like this Five of Pentacles. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot. It's a great deck. And this Five of Pentacles is someone who feels like they are quite separated from another person. They have to be like kind of on the outside looking in. When we have it in the reverse, there's kind of like an obsessive energy to this. And this is... with the Seven of Pentacles here, this person's waited a long time to say anything. It feels like every minute's kind of been like agony. This is such a brutal image, but it's just so kind of evocative of the feelings this person's experiencing. Zinks. This person, there's a lot of heavy anxiety with this person, and it feels like they're kind of obsessively worrying about what has happened here. I got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This may have been someone that you had a fallout with in your love life, and it was like maybe a brief encounter or something. This person may just want to come back in and apologize real quick, like they said something that hurt your feelings. I have the Four of Swords here, which is having had taken a break from one another. Oof. Okay, hold on. Just maybe one or two more out with this deck, and then I'm going to switch it up. Perfect. Now I've got the Lover's card out on its side. Of course we do. Oh no, that's not the Lover's card. That's the Six of Cups. I always make that mistake with that card. And then I've got the Nine of Pentacles here on its side too. This person... Okay, so for whatever reason, there was some sort of separation that pulled the two of you apart here. With this Nine of Pentacles, this is kind of the minor arcana of the Empress. Either you or this person kind of went off on your own. Maybe this is a business partnership, something like that. There's an energy of single here. With this Six of Cups on its side, this may have been like a soulmate energy that you recognized when you knew them. The Six of Cups indicates like a past life love or someone that you've grown up with or someone you would intend to grow old with. That's what I always say about the Six of Cups, because it's someone that you would have a soul recognition of, right? And it goes, what's interesting, you got the 6 and the 6 here right next to each other. The Six of Wands on its side, this is somebody who's afraid you won't accept an apology from them. And it feels like they may have, they're worried that they've hurt your feelings, or you're worried that you've hurt their feelings. You'll just have to take it as it applies to you, if it does at all. And these can just be tiny energies in your lives, or these can be much larger energies. I'm going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot to clarify. Give it a shuffle here. I got the Wheel of Fortune out for you two and the King of Cups on the other side. Yeah, for sure. So that Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got the World card again. Of course we do. That Wheel of Fortune is that Sagittarius energy. I keep bringing it up. I don't know why. It seems to be present in so many readings I've been doing. But this month that we're coming into, I don't know, we've got some loose ends that are being tied up, I think, and that's why we have the World card that comes out on top of it. I think that's all this is this person just wants to, like, make sure that you guys are copacetic in some way with this King of Cups that's over here on the other side. And again, I've got the Temperance, or excuse me, the Moon card out. Ooh, and the Empress. Ooh, snap. Hold on one second. I'm going to put those back in. But this person may not have been fully honest with you with that Moon in the reverse about how they were feeling about something. And I think they're quite concerned with the King of Cups in the reverse that they've dismantled something in you or hurt you or did something that caused some kind of damage. Or you could feel this way about them. I have this Empress card, which is the card of Virgo. And again, we had that minor arcana of the Empress over here with the Nine of Pentacles. This would be someone who has gone off on their own. They've experienced a lot of growth, either you or this other person. And it feels like that has not gone unnoticed. And someone here wants to reach out and just simply offer some kind of something. Let's find out what this Page of Cups in the reverse actually wants to say. Because I see what's happened now. I've got the Queen of Cups. I got all the cups out here. All the court cards of the cups. There's just an awful lot of emotion here. The cups represent the emotions, the feelings of the heart. This is somebody who feels like they almost can't rest until they make sure you know their true feelings about something. And there's a lot of honesty. There's a lot of softness here. There's, quite honestly, it feels kind of tearful. And like I was saying, my tummy was upset. This Moon in the reverse, though, that's the card of Cancer. And that's someone who wants to tell the truth, or there are secrets bubbling up to the surface. This person, the Moon in the reverse can be someone who's also struggling with some mental health issues of some sort, or just maybe some inner child woundings or something maybe came up in a conversation or in some of their actions or something, caused them to behave in a way that hurt you in some way. Who knows? How do you feel about this situation? I got the Chariot in the reverse. And I got the Nine of Swords. Snap. Yeah, again, with the heavy, heavy anxiety, this person with the sleepless nights, tossing and turning. That's what I was saying. It feels like, it goes right here on top of this Seven of Pentacles. It feels like, sounds like kind of high drama, but every minute that this person doesn't tell you how they feel about you or whatever's gone down here, there's just like a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Possibly even bad dreams. This Chariot in the reverse, I feel like you're saying, you got a lot of major arcana on here, by the way. Six of Swords. Wow, that's crazy town. So I have it's crazy town. The Chariot in the reverse with the Six of Swords on top of it. And they're both cards of like movement. The Chariot card is somewhat, and they're kind of at opposition to one another here, because the Chariot should be a card of full steam ahead, right? It's all about movement. It kind of represents like the automobile, the horse, you know, something that's a driving force forward. It's forward propulsion, right? And the Six of Swords is about a physical relocation forward in your life in some way, Pisces. But this is kind of somebody who's very hesitant. It's almost like this person would say, yes, sure, we can have a conversation. You're welcome to tell me anything you want to tell me. But there's an energy of mistrust here. And there's an energy of, I'm not sure that these two individuals are on the same page. I don't even know what we're actually talking about here, but I have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Whatever it is, there will be if you end up having a conversation with this person, if this person reaches out to you, Pisces, and offers some kind of extension of love, friendship, kindness, apology, forgiveness, whatever, or vice versa, if you do this with this person, this Ace of Pentacles is indeed my favorite card to get in any reading, because there's a lot of authenticity that comes with it. It feels like that's probably the driving force behind this person's feelings or wants to reach out in the first place. It really feels like they want to be honest about how they're feeling about something, or you to them. And that is kind of the only thing. I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person feels like they never got an opportunity to be honest about something. And so with this Ace of Pentacles coming out here, it feels like it's a good choice. Go ahead and invite this person in to just discuss their feelings and then go from there. You don't have to be besties again with this person or whatever that is. But it feels like an energy of honesty and truth. And it does feel like this conversation may be happening during that Sagittarius season. This person's going to sit and fret about this a little bit longer, because it seems to be like a real comfortable headspace for them in some way, because they do it so much. It really does feel like a heavy energy of obsession, not in like a malicious way, no, but it just feels like something heavy on their mind. And again, with that acid indigestion, y'all, my goodness. I wish whoever this person is the very best. And if this is you, it's gonna be okay, buddy. I love it. All right, much love to you. Happy Halloween, Pisces. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Next up, we have Cancer. Let's see here. What do we want to use? We're gonna use this Marielle Tarot for Cancer. Happy Halloween, Cancer. Alrighty, so we have the King of Cups in the reverse, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energies. So nicely done showing up for yourself. And then this High Priestess energy is the card of Pisces. The Magician, I always say, is the card of Ophiuchus and also Aries. Just depends on who you are as a reader. But really the energies behind this is someone who, quite honestly, Cancer, you're quite emotionally overwhelmed right now. You're stressed out. You don't feel like you can talk about how you're feeling to anybody. No one's going to understand the amount that you're dealing with. It feels like a lot of emotional overwhelm. This High Priestess energy is someone who knows what's actually going on behind the scenes. And this Magician energy in the reverse, quite honestly, can be highly narcissistic. So you'll have to check yourself and the other people around you to know if this is your energy or somebody else around you. But the Magician in the reverse is someone who tries to cover up the facts in some way, and you will recognize that energy, however it applies to your life, if at all, by just this feeling of someone who's trying to control something. It's a controlling presence. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that for just a minute. And I do recognize that the term narcissism is thrown around way too often these days, but that just kind of is the feeling of the Magician in the reverse. The Magician usually is someone whose spells work because they are in alignment with the principles of alchemy or a higher power. Now, whenever this person is in the reverse, that means that their work is not being recognized, or their desires, their wishes, whatever their magic isn't in alignment. And so they're not, it's like their power has been removed. And so they are, the Magician in the reverse is someone who can resort to, quote, black magic. I'm not suggesting that somebody's actually doing magic or something. They might be, I don't know. Hopefully not. But this would be someone who would use, like, they would have ulterior motives, and they would use ulterior tactics to achieve those motives. Right. Am I saying that right? You know what I mean, right? Yeah. All right. That's how you'll recognize that energy. And I got the Hanged Man in the reverse. Whoever you are, Cancer, it feels like you're waiting on someone else to step in and handle this situation for you, because it feels like you are having to watch this situation from a distance with that High Priestess energy, and all the while knowing the truth about a situation. Quite honestly, it's kind of dark energy. And I've got the World card out for you too, though. This is a really good sign. It's in the upright position. Whatever is going down with whatever this is, it's transforming your reality in a way that right now is uncomfortable and it feels shaky. But somehow we're closing up some loose ends, and we are tying up some bows here. Hold on. There's an energy of fertility with this World card, just FYI. I've got the King of Wands here on top of that. This is someone who... Hold on. Okay, so actually there's a couple of different, Okay, this is different. The way this is laying out, I was just about to say, it feels like there's a couple of different scenarios happening here, because all of a sudden with this, it feels like we're almost changing topics in a way, but somehow they all blend together here. So some of it, so take what resonates and not the rest, right? So we have this Seven of Wands card here that goes on top of the world, where we have someone dealing with an awful lot of drama in their lives and having to take the high road in some way. This propels this person, this King of Wands energy, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This propels you into a state of like, kind of like impassioned purpose. And with this Ace of Cups, it feels like you're trying to draw in everything that is important to you in some way. But this Ace of Cups is someone who all of a sudden, because of this scenario, this situation, it feels like they all of a sudden become much closer to who they want to truly be. It's almost like this situation or this scenario or whatever this is, this energy pushes this person into becoming a greater version of themselves, but also going after the things that they want and being almost, I'm hearing like ruthless in this. This Page of Wands energy, pages can be messengers, they can also be children. There is some kind of instigatory force behind whatever has happened here. It could be children involved, but this Page of Wands is, it can be a message that just sparks something inflammatory in your system about something, and you might, well, let's just see, hold on, yeah, we'll use this vice versa tarot to clarify a little bit, because it's kind of clear as mud to me, but it feels like things start to get a lot more positive towards the end of next week. Yeah. This Ten of Cups, it comes out on its side, and that's somebody who, and I've got the Fool card out, good job, and the Queen of Cups, good job, twice. So we have, again, the Page of Wands, again, which is that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There was a message that you didn't want to receive, and it sparked some kind of a disruption in your life, that it was like a little spark that became some kind of atomic bomb sort of feeling, or maybe that's a little too dramatic, but maybe just trash can fire. Is that better? Dumpster fire? There's a little bit of dumpster fire maybe in your life in some way. With this King of Pentacles in the reverse, that's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. There's a heavy energy of someone who had tried to control a situation or manipulate a situation, and it feels like you're either having to deal with the fallout. If that wasn't you, you're having to deal with the person who has done this in whatever way, or who's trying to control a situation. We have someone here who says, can't we just like let it go? Can we move on? Is this going to get better? How do we start over again with this Fool card energy? And I've got the Queen of Cups here, which is indeed the match to this King of Cups, but this is someone who is kind of getting it back together by the end of the week. With this Nine of Cups, it feels like you have some kind of positive wish fulfillment, maybe a family coming back together, maybe some kind of celebration that kind of seals some kind of healthy new beginning here, that comes after a time of distress, that comes after a time of like toxicity in some way. I don't really know what it is. Hold on. Nine of Pentacles. That's the minor arcana of the Empress. It feels like and that is, I was wondering what this Hanged Man in the reverse is, where you may be waiting on someone else to deal with this situation for you. You may be engaging someone to help you, like in business, with this situation, or this can be you just kind of taking matters, there we have it, taking matters into your own hands and getting any kind of support that you need to be successful with whatever this is, Cancer. With this King of Wands energy, it feels and that really does feel like your energy. I have to be honest. That King of Wands, it just feels like someone who all of a sudden sees clearly what needs to happen in this situation. And whenever you take control of this situation, Cancer, it feels like that's when we have this new beginning, where we have this Fool energy. So the Fool is the number 0, the World's the number 21. We have the very beginning card, we have the very end card, right? This is somebody who sees a new pathway, and it feels like they've wished on a star at some point, and it feels like this is falling into place, because I have the 9 of Cups here, which is kind of like wish fulfillment. And so after this time of distress, after having to deal with this, it almost like makes you become a great, this sounds so cheesy, but it kind of like makes you become a better version of yourself in some way, and it makes you kind of step up to the plate here. Nailed it. So I was wondering what this Ace of Cups is over here at the end, because while I have you express like dealing with all of this and kind of taking on this yoke of major like emotional responsibility that you're having to deal with, there's some kind of fallout here. You're having to deal with the picking up the pieces for someone who's kind of ignited, like again, the dumpster fire in your life. Once you kind of clean up this mess and blow through whatever that wildfire is and close out whatever this cycle is, get through it rather, we have this Ace of Cups that comes around. Ace of Cups can represent a new love relationship, but it comes whenever you are comfortable enough with your authentic self to do that. When you have the time, when you have the peace, when you have the resources, when it is authentic, when you're vibrating in a very healthy frequency for yourself, Cancer, it feels like this scenario or situation kind of helps you become this, kind of helps you embody this Ace of Cups energy. And with that comes this Ace of Wands, which can be a passionate, brand new love relationship, both of these two combined together. And it feels like it feels very healthy for you. But man, it does seem like you're kind of going through something. It does feel like just like inflammation in my system in a way. If you can be quite careful with the foods that you're eating right now, it'll help you with your stress level. If you're dealing with stress relating to whoever this Magician in the reverse is, with this kind of like super controlling, super kind of heavy energy here, where we've got, you know, and this is, just watch the things that you're eating and putting into your system. Lots of alkaline foods if you can. Get lots of rest. If you can go to bed early, I think that would benefit you a ton. All right, happy Halloween, Cancer. Next up, we have Gemini, first of our air signs, and I'm going to use this Night Sun Tarot. What do we have going on here? I have the 3 of Wands in the reverse, Death card in the reverse, 7 of Swords in the reverse, the King of Cups upright, and then the Temperance in the reverse. Snap. All right, so basically what we have here, Gemini, is we have somebody who's dealing with kind of a repeating pattern. This is somebody who keeps trying to make things be better, make things different, make things go more smoothly. The 3 of Wands, I always think of it as the minor arcana of the Magician, right? This is a master manifester, and it's somebody who recognizes that things that they want are on their way to them because they've put the steps in place to get them here. Now, when we have it in the reverse, this is kind of an energy of something that kind of blindsides you, you weren't really planning for. But then again, with the Death in the reverse, this is something that you've maybe seen before, experienced before, could be a pattern. With the Death card is the card of Scorpio, which is the time that we're in right now. This could just indicate maybe one of those weeks where you're struggling to find a little bit of balance. So if that is the case, don't go, just go easy on yourself and recognize that it happens to all of us at some time or another. With the Temperance in the reverse, this could be you having to deal with somebody else's emotions, or somebody else who's just like totally thrown off balance or something, Gemini, or it's like this, or this could be you. The Temperance card is the card of Sagittarius, and when we have the Temperance in the reverse, this can be someone who they say they're gonna do something and then they don't do it, or they say they're gonna make these changes and then they don't make the changes. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is the truth starting to come out, and it's getting hard for you to not say anything about it. And I have the King of Cups here, and darn it all, Gemini, that's the sweetest energy. The King of Cups in the upright position is the card of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, but it really feels like yours. This feels like someone who has a lot of emotions that they would like to express, but they don't feel like they can. It feels like you're dealing with somebody else's drama in some way. I'm going to put these to the side. I'm going to use a different deck actually to clarify for you. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland. I have the Magician in the reverse. This is somebody who's always trying to spin things kind of in their favor, or this can be the energy of gaslighting in some way. And I think that you're just so onto it. Like, I feel like you've been through it with this person. I don't even feel like it's upsetting you that much anymore. It's just kind of like, same shit, different day. I've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse here, which is somebody that can represent just being off balance, you know, very similar to that Temperance in the reverse, where we have somebody who's maybe their habits are catching up with them, some of their just, yeah, I don't know. There's just an energy of kind of drama and irritation. I have the Tower, which can be an argument, and I have the High Priestess there. The Tower can be the Tower can be kind of an explosive feeling, especially from this Tarot of Wonderland. The Tower can be something that kind of knocks your socks off and breaks down your foundation so that you can rebuild yourself for the situation a little bit more better, a little more better, more stronger, more bigger, more better, right? Okay. So this High Priestess energy is someone who has always kind of seen the truth about this situation. It feels like you, Gemini. It's the card of Pisces, but it feels like your energy here, where somebody here has always kind of seen this individual or this situation for what it is, and there's just a lack of change. All right, so what's this Seven of Swords in the reverse? Because the Seven of Swords is someone who doesn't tell the truth. And this guy comes up a lot lately. But it's somebody who, for whatever reason, just simply can't seem to tell the truth. And when we have this in the reverse, this can be uncovering the truth, uncovering secrets, or this person finally coming clean, or you just being so over it that it's almost like you can see through anything, any of their falsifications. But the thing is, it's almost like dealing with a child in a way with this King of Cups energy. This is somebody who's like, you know, it's starting to get to me. But I would almost rather just not even say anything about it just to avoid conflict. Five of Cups. Yep. Five of Swords in the reverse. Yes, exactly. So fives are chaos and conflict that bring about change, right? This, whoever you are, Gemini, or whoever this person is in your environment, whatever, whichever side of the coin you're on here, there's a real heavy energy of non-confrontational, or somebody that just doesn't even want to start because they feel like they're fighting a losing battle. This Five of Cups energy, I don't know if it's you or the other person. Obviously I'm not a medical doctor, but I call the Five of Cups the energy of emotional insanity, where we have someone who's always reaching for the same things and expecting them to change or to be full. Like, even if she got up there, they wouldn't be full when she got there. They're never going to be full ever again, right? It's not going to be a thing. But they keep trying over and over again and hoping that this situation is going to change. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, this is someone who recognizes they would be fighting a losing battle to even discuss this. This could be in your work area. This can be in your personal life in some way. This can be relating to children. It feels like a very immature person. Yeah, and I've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse with the Nine of Cups on its side. It's like having to pick your battles. This is what it feels like, Gemini. And with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who's like, I just don't even want to deal with the drama of even addressing the situation. The Nine of Cups, when it comes out on its side, is somebody who says, is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Like, what would I get out of it? What would I get out of truly expressing my feelings to this person? Because it feels like you're watching this person just kind of like spin. Page of Wands in the reverse, immature energy. instigator. I always say the Page of Wands in the reverse is like a child left unattended with a box of matches. And there's someone like, it feels like they're almost like poking at you, wanting to start an argument. And it feels like the same argument that this person has poked at you with, and I think you're just losing your patience for this. Ten of Swords, exactly. That's the minor arcana of the Death card, but it really speaks more to like your three-dimensional life. And the Ten of Swords can be just like, one more time, because 9 wasn't good enough, right? And so, I mean, I think that you're just getting to the point where you're fed up with it. Again, this can be relating to children. This can be someone who's behaving childishly. I think that it's getting harder and harder for you to not call a spade, but I see that you're not talking because you just really don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to even open up that can of worms. But with this King of Cups, they're sitting on a lot of water. They're sitting on a lot of emotions. This could kind of spill out at any time. I just caution you, Gemini, with that kind of stuffing things under the rug kind of feeling. Eventually it does spill out, and it may spill out in a way that later on you kind of wish you'd expressed yourself earlier, right? I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, much love to you. Hang in there. I'll catch up with you guys next week. Next up we have Libra. I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot for Libra. I have the Magician out for Libra. This is somebody who's making things happen. Wow. This is someone who's about to create something in their lives. I've got the Four of Cups. Good job. The Four of Cups can be an energy of having to do something on your own, feeling like you're self-isolating a lot to get something accomplished. King of Swords. This is someone who feels like they're kind of under a deadline or something like that. And it's kind of exciting, whatever it is. I feel like you're wanting to start talking about something that you're doing and you haven't told anybody yet. It could be a new project of some sort. I have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You may have recently had to separate yourself from a person or a business or a partnership in some way. That may be why you're not talking too much about what you've been doing here on your own. Maybe you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or something like that. Oh, I've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This can be related to work. And I have the Star card that comes out on its side. There's a lot of kind of heavy guilt feelings here for whoever I'm reading for. And I don't know why. Because it feels like you are working really hard to create something in your life. And it kind of does feel kind of career driven here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who recognizes they can't work on the same team that they have been on for a while. And they know it, and they may have had to kind of retract their energy from a situation or a group dynamic, and it feels like in the meantime, while they've kind of been spending time on their own, they've been creating new things. They've been creating new something or other in your life, Libra. And with this Star card, that's the energy of Aquarius, but it really is somebody who is starting to recognize their dreams, and their dreams are starting to become a reality. There it is. You may have a lot of talents that were left a little bit underdeveloped simply because you were in an environment that wasn't conducive to you kind of stretching yourself in some way. Maybe you didn't have the opportunities that you knew you needed for self-growth, and so instead of sitting in that space any longer, you kind of removed yourself from that and you started to work on your own in some way. It feels like that's starting to pan out very nicely for you, Libra. It feels like you have a lot of promising business coming towards you. And it has to do with you kind of taking matters into your own hands. The Nine of Cups, that's good. That's all about wish fulfillment. I always say the Nine of Cups for me as a reader is the minor arcana of the star. And here it is right on top of the star card. This is like, this would be like the blessings that belong to you on your soul path, right? Like our talents, our gifts, blessings from our ancestors and our heritage and our lineage. And then the Nine of Cups is about like our three-dimensional wish fulfillment energy. Like I always call it the birthday candle wish that comes true. Wow, right? And so this feels like an energy that's coming towards you, and you should be very proud of yourself. I have the Eight of Wands, which is about fast-moving direct communication. Whatever it is that you've been working on here, it was very brave of you to kind of go off on your own here, and there was a real recognition that it was time to do that, so you did it. And with this Eight of Wands, this is a lot of people wanting to contact you about whatever it is that you're doing, and it feels like you're right on the cusp of it. If you don't see that right now in your life, Libra, it's coming like very soon. I'm feeling like in a matter of weeks, like 2 to 6 weeks, there's going to be a lot of major communication about whatever this creative project is in your life. Oh, I have the Fool in the reverse. So whenever, as a reader, whenever I have a card that jumps across the room or flies off the table or all the way across the table, this would be someone who is not ready to talk about it. So the Fool in the reverse is someone who is not ready to talk about it. But there's also an energy of fear that they may fail. So whoever you are, Libra, don't let a fear of failure hold you back, hold you from taking your next steps forward, because it just feels like there's a lot of potential for success here because you have a lot of talent. A lot of people want to watch you do whatever it is that you do because you do what you do so well. And I think you're just starting to grow in your confidence in some way. That Fool in the reverse is not only somebody who doesn't want to talk about it, it's only because they're afraid of failure. And I have the Eight of Swords here, which is someone who is procrastinating and or simply not talking. It can be an energy of blocked communication. You may have your nose to the grindstone or something and may just be kind of avoiding people at all costs. Or there could just be, again, that heavy energy of procrastinating, telling people what you're doing simply because, again, you're afraid that it's not going to go as well as you hope it is. I think it's going to go real well, whatever it is you're doing. I have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Oh, okay, that's actually more what it is. It's less of fear-based emotion that you're going to fail. It's fear of, you may feel like you have some people around you who are a little jealous of you. You may have some people around you who are a little jealous of your abilities or your talents. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who... You may have been overlooked and underappreciated for a while, Libra. You may have let others win at times. You may have let others kind of outshine you simply because you felt like they needed the spotlight more than you in some way. Maybe it just kind of dimmed your own personal light for some time. It feels like you may have felt that within your system at some point, and that's what caused you to disconnect with this Eight of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like while you're ready to move on from whatever that scenario was in your life, you may feel like there are some other people who still wouldn't be really pleased with your progress. And I hate for you to feel that way because people who truly love you want the very best for you, right? No matter what. And I have the Fool card right next to the Fool card. Yep. So we have you in the upright position. So whatever this energy is right here, this whole worried about what other people are going to say about how great you are, well, just let it go because haters are always going to be out there. And what you do with that information is up to you. Either you allow them to... have any power in your life, or you simply don't. With this Fool energy, this is someone who has a brand new beginning, a new day dawning for them. Yep, very good job. You actually have a lot of positivity coming towards you real soon here, Libra. I expect that from now into the foreseeable future, you have some real positive light coming towards you in everything that you do. I feel like you have actually been through a challenging, maybe like 4 years or something like that, where it's just like, it was one thing after another. You felt kind of depleted and maybe felt like, again, overlooked, underappreciated, maybe underpaid, or just kind of undervalued in some way. I think everything's changing. I feel like with this star card energy, it can be an energy of fame, honestly. It can be an energy of other people noticing you for your talents, for your abilities. And it feels like you're really on the cusp of creating this for yourself, whatever it is here, Libra. Nicely done. I wish I was you this week. Alrighty, hang in there. I will catch up with you next week. Thanks for letting me read for you, and happy Halloween. Next up, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, I am going to use this Tarot of Dreams by Sarah Marchetti for you guys. You get the Strength card on the bottom. That's the card of Leo. Somebody who's asking themselves to man up, woman up, be strong through a situation. I got the Tree of Life in the reverse. Well, I'll tell you. So this is the Tarot of Dreams by Sarah Marchetti. And it's a traditional deck of 78. Traditional tarot card deck will have 78 cards, right? But this one includes an extra 6 bonus cards. Now, the Tree of Life is... it's kind of like that 5th dimensional manifestation energy where we have like root chakra to the crown chakra kind of energy. You could be just Aquarius. You might be having one of those weeks, maybe one of those months. How do we clean this up already? That's probably, there's your card, the star card right there, Aquarius. This is actually really powerful energy for you. So with the star card, that's you. This is someone who is recognizing who they are again for the first time in a very long time. I was going to say, I was saying like you may have had a difficult month or maybe a difficult week or a difficult year, but it really does feel like someone who has been dealing with a challenging life path in some way. And I'm serious, whoever you are. And all of a sudden we have a shift that's happening for you if you've had indeed a challenging 2021. It feels like we have a lot of positive changes coming in for you as well, Aquarius. This star card in the upright position is remembering who you are again for the first time in some time. And I have the Magician out on its side. All of us, this is what it is. All of a sudden, you recognize who you truly are, and it's not image driven. It's not done for the benefit of anyone else. It's not done for, life trophy or keeping up with the Joneses or anything like that. There is a serious, healthy level of authenticity that is coming your way. I have the Palace of Cups in the reverse. You may have recently been through a breakup or some kind of loss that felt devastating in some way. Like the word devastating. It's almost like an ocean of emotion. That made you feel very fragile all of a sudden, or made you feel insignificant, insecure, or somewhat. I'm just seeing something tiny, like a teeny tiny little drop of water being washed about in an entire sea of feelings. That's highly dramatic, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing. This made you feel like it's almost like it dark night of the soul. There it is. Look it up on the Google, right? Dark night of the soul. This can be an energy of someone who has recently been through something that caused them to really look at who they were and what they were about. And I have the 5 of Swords. Heck yeah. So, and it's way over here on the other side of the table. This is somebody who has had to cut things out of their lives left and right. And I don't know if this is people. I don't know if this is substances. I don't know if this is habits or patterns. The 5 of Swords is someone who I'm also hearing maybe wasn't so nice at times. This This may be the people you're cutting out, or this may have been your behavior. The Five of Swords can be verbal bullying. It can be an energy of win at all costs. There may have been a time in your life where you felt like you had to fight for every single thing that you had, and it could have... There's an energy of bullying here too, where you may have been bullied or you may have bullied others. And typically that's kind of how it works sometimes, right? So there's an energy of verbal abuse though. And I have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You may have been affected by, so the Nine of Cups in the reverse can speak to over drinking specifically. But if that's not the case, this would be someone who just feels like it's, again, that kind of, like the time, sometimes, you know, if you've ever been depressed before or gone through a dark night of the soul, which is... If you ever have, you'll be like, yes, I have. I know what that feels like. And if you haven't, you'll be like, I don't know, explain it to me. No. If you have, you'll know it. It can be like this time of gray where there is nothing but gray. And it can last anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 years, who knows? Just depends on what you're processing, how you're processing, and why you're processing it. And it has to do with a removal of karmic layers, because it's almost like exposing your shadow side so that you can clean those up and become a healthier version of yourself. But in order to do that, we have to know what we're dealing with, right? We got to open up the lid and look at what's in there in order to clean it up. So it feels like whoever you are, you've done some kind of major spiritual cleanup here, fall cleanup. And it was kind of rough. I have the Devil that comes out on its side. Of course we do. This is somebody who's addressing the toxicities in their lives. This is someone who felt quite imprisoned by some of the things that they were up against. Okay. And that's what happens. That's like really looking at those shadow aspects, like I was just saying. Let's use this traditional deck to clarify. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who may have had a lot of them. And the Devil on the other side. Of course we do. I'll just take that out and put it right next to that one. So once this person, whether this is you or somebody around you, once this person had to really look and dig deep at what was going on in their lives, there was this feeling of like, okay, well, where do I go from here? It's that energy of rock bottom, right? Like, now what? This person cried a lot of tears, probably in the last month especially, and there's all of a sudden the fog is starting to lift. This is fantastic. I know it sounds awful because it probably was, but now we have a major improvement, Aquarius. We have a major lifting of the fog, and we all of a sudden have you behaving as your authentic self or remembering what that is. It usually comes from communion with a higher power or part of our higher selves, right? I have the Two of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who had to make a decision about who it was they wanted to represent to themselves. And they were quite clouded. They weren't sure because it feels like other people were kind of choosing a pathway for them. This could have been someone who struggled with a peer group or insecurities surrounding like who they represented in like a public persona, like an image. Yeah. And it feels like this person no longer has any interest in portraying any kind of image to anybody. And there is like a lot of your own personal talents that are coming towards you. You're going to be amazed at the things you can do, Aquarius. And I really do feel like the next couple of years are going to be a roller coaster ride of change and excitement that is going to be a little bit scary for you, because I think you may have done things a certain way for a long time, and I think that all of a sudden something's come, my nose is itching now, I think something's come up that's kind of shifted your realities. Whatever this is that you've just moved through, it's impressive that you've done it. You should be very proud of yourself. It feels like it may be a roller coaster ride of good times. I have the King of Cups out now, very good in the upright position. This is someone who's learning to master their emotions. There's a certain amount of stoicism that comes with this energy. And this is someone who is now, once again, kind of the master of their feelings, their emotions, their heart. And this is someone who understands what love is a lot more clearly than they did before. This could be someone who has all of a sudden started to recognize unconditional love and what it means to them. I have the Empress card over here in the reverse on top of this Devil energy. This could be, this Empress is the energy of Virgo, but it's also divine feminine. This could be, the Empress in the reverse can be someone who kind of loses it completely. They can be a wife or a mother figure. Doesn't have to be. Don't get hung up on the father if so. But it's a feminine energy that's kind of fallen apart in some way. And it goes right on top of this Devil card. This could have been someone that you interacted with. Perhaps you damaged this Empress energy, or perhaps this could be inner child wounding related to a mother figure. This could be you feeling like you had been a failure in some way to yourself or to people you were responsible for. Do not be so hard on yourself. And I've got the Emperor out in the reverse now too. Hold on. This just flipped over. This is divine masculine, divine feminine, both of them in the reverse. You could be healing a lot of aspects. This is very, very deep, Aquarius. I love you, whoever you are. I love the way your brain works. Aquarians are so intelligent. I love the way their brain works. Fascinating. So we have the Emperor, the Empress out here, both in the reverse. You may be someone who's working on divine masculine, divine feminine healing within your own system. Everybody's got both. You know, it's that kind of yin yang. But you may be working on just healing every aspect of yourself that you can. You may be looking at family lineage issues that you don't want to promote any further into your genetic line. I've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I've got the Knight of Wands in the upright position. I got the High Priestess in the reverse. It feels like if you were involved in a connection with someone here that you've had to let go of simply because you had to go through some things here, maybe they had to go through some things over there. It feels like there's a mending that wants to happen here in some way. This High Priestess in the reverse, though, is somebody who recognizes red flags in another person. And all of a sudden it feels like you are you're growing a lot intuitively, becoming a lot more psychically developed as well. You may end up moving towards someone who inspires a lot of spiritual growth within you. This Knight of Wands is very sexually passionate. This is someone who takes matters into their own hands and also someone who takes action in situations. It feels like if you've been feeling a little bit sluggish and you've been feeling a little depressed, because I can see how you might, having had gone through this, you may be feeling a little tired. Over the next 2 weeks, you can expect for your energy level to rise and to start feeling better. Make sure you can get some time outside in the sun. If you can drink healthy, fresh squeezed juices, lower sugar, that would be really good for you. Just to kind of cleanse your system, take Epsom salt baths. I swear by Epsom salt baths. I swear they clean your energy from the inside out, all your different parts, right? So if you can do that, that would be great. Pay attention to the dreams that you're having. Keep a dream journal by the side of your bed. Jot it down as soon as you can when you wake up, if possible. Get extra sleep, of course, that's very helpful, but I do feel like there's a lot of yang energy kind of reigniting in your life. If you've been not feeling like going to the gym or not feeling like hanging out with your friends or something like that, it feels like that's going to be shifting within the next couple of weeks. You may be pulling in divine counterpart energy here as well, Aquarius, over the next couple of weeks. So that's something to just pay attention to. And I will catch up with you guys next week and we'll kind of figure out how this goes. You've done a lot of spiritual work on yourself. And because of that, you will probably start to experience some heightened spiritual gifts as well. Usually once you've done the work, that's when all of the results start to happen. I mean, that's kind of how life is. But it really oftentimes takes acknowledging a sense of vulnerability within yourself and approaching your life from a less judgmental standpoint and a much more authentic standpoint to you. This is someone who's being very honest with themselves about who they are, what they've been through, and the changes that they want to make. Nicely done, Aquarius. Impressive. All right, next up we have Capricorn. We are going to use, for Capricorn, you cuties, we are going to use this Tarot of Wonderland. Hold on one second. Is that... Yeah, okay, hold on. That's the King of Pentacles there. Hold on, that's you. I gotta have a drink of coconut water. My neighbor's dog is barking. She sounds menacing, but she's a really cute puppy, actually. Alrighty, Capricorn, what do we have for you guys? One more time. Happy Halloween. I have the Strength card out for Capricorn. Okay, the Strength cards come out a few different times. This tells me that someone may be doing something that they feel a little bit fearful of. This could be someone who feels like they have to push through or be brave about something. This can be someone who would benefit from reaching out and talking to someone about something, or leaning on friends for support in some way, family members for support. I've got the Emperor out. Wow, you may be acquiring more responsibility at work. You may be acquiring more responsibility in your home or your personal life. The Emperor is the card of Aries. It's also the card of Divine Masculine. This could be someone, this can be you. It really does feel like you, Capricorn. Someone who may be receiving a promotion in some way. This could be making you a little bit nervous. Do I really have what it takes? Whenever we have the Strength card coming out, this is a reminder that, you know, you don't really have to be brave unless there's something to be brave about, right? So you're, whatever it is this is for you, that's kind of promoting you with responsibility, you're a little concerned about it. What? Oh, this is so positive though. I've got the Sun out. That's the card of Leo. And that is, that, trust me, if that's you and you're feeling any kind of insecurity about something major that's coming up in your life, or you're going to be required to take on some more responsibility in whatever environment that is, you have what it takes, I promise. The Sun card is a card of healing. It's a card of vigor. It's a card of energy. It's a card of Divine Masculine also. You've got that out here twice. A heavy Yang energy. Very positive, very healthy. I have this Knight of Wands that comes out here. Here, and it really came out in the reverse. I just turned it on its side for whatever reason. I must have felt sorry for you. But the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the only problem is it feels kind of non-committal. And I don't know if that's your energy or if that's your fear of whatever this is that's coming up for you. There could be an energy of feeling like this is going to be a fleeting success, or like maybe this always happens. Like you think it's going to be great, and then the rug gets pulled out from under you. There's the kind of like a Charlie Brown and Lucy kind of vibe to it. Does anybody even get that reference anymore? Probably not, right? Peanuts. Look it up on the Google. All right, so I have the Death card that comes out here on top of this Emperor Sun energy here. This would be something that's happening during the month of the Scorpio season. The Death card can be about endings that lead to new beginnings. And it feels like whatever it is that you're moving towards, you're nervous about it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not such a non-committal rug being pulled out from under you. It's just kind of like a nervousness. Like, am I ready for this? I see somebody who's like boarding a plane or something. It smells like airplane. And I have the Six of Wands here with this Knight of Pentacles. Stuck to the bottom of the Six of Wands is someone who is victorious. I told you so. It's in the cards. It's what the cards say. The Six of Wands is someone who is victorious after a battle that's hard fought. And with this Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who has prepared for this for some time. You have put the steps in place to promote yourself. You have done the work. You've taken the classes, whatever. This is somebody who is possibly being looked at for promotion, for sure. I have the Five of Pentacles on top of that. Again, with the fear-based emotions, though, for sure. The Five of Pentacles is, in fact, the glass is half empty kind of mentality. It's just like a fear that you're really not going to get what it is that you want. Why you got to be like that, Capricorn? Oh, because I got the moon card that comes out here. Fair enough. All right. That's you feeling like the other shoe is going to drop in this situation. You may have some inside knowledge about this where you maybe have heard, oh, you're receiving this promotion time after time after time again. And you may know something about something, or you may be, the moon can also be, it's interesting. You've got the sun and the moon out here. Hold on. The moon is the card of Cancer. See, here's the deal, though. No, we're right. This is the Ace of Pentacles, which is, again, my favorite card to get in any reading because it is a brand new beginning that is authentic to you, something you can invest in, something that's going to later on support you. Trust in whatever this is, Capricorn. Trust in this new beginning, whatever it is. With this King of Swords, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This can be legal documents, legal paperwork coming to you quickly. This can be you making really solid business decisions. This can be a lot of clarity coming to you after a time of indecision. Good. This is going to be an influential week for you, Capricorn, in making different choices for your life and making decisions about what you want to see in your life. I'm going to use this Chicoli deck to clarify here. I have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Swords. There may be an energy of you being fearful of relocation or something like that, having to pick up and move. The Two of Pentacles can be someone who is afraid everything's going to fall apart. And with the Six of Swords in the reverse, maybe you don't want to relocate. Maybe you have to relocate for this whatever this is that's coming towards you. It's kind of a messy shuffle, and you're not sure you're ready, and it feels like the timing is possibly coming into play here. Okay, I have the Four of Pentacles and I have the Magician in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles is somebody who is kind of struggling to let go of the things that they currently have right now. You may I have the Magician in the reverse on top of that as well. And it goes right on top of that Strength card and that Emperor card. There's an energy of you not trusting the situation fully. You may not trust someone in your environment. I have 1010 on the clock over there across from me. Tens are cycles of completion. It does feel like when it's time, it's time. And it feels like this is kind of maybe something that's coming up, this responsibility or whatever it is, it's a really wonderful opportunity, quite honestly, is coming up at a time that you just weren't expecting it. And that's kind of what's made you nervous here. Keyword nervous. Yeah, I got the Knight of Cups on top of that. Knight of Cups on top of the Knight of Wands. You're going to feel good about this. Let yourself enjoy this, Capricorn, whatever this is, whether this is new love, whether this is a new career or just a promotion. This is something that this is really a good opportunity for solid growth for you. This Ace of Pentacles is like an ace in the hole, whatever it is. And why? Just, it's going to be something you love, someone you love. And I have the Page of Wands right here. It feels like you're going to be receiving a message probably in the next, I don't know why I hear like 8 days, 7, 8, 10 days, 8 specifically, days that kind of lets you know what to do in this situation. It's going to give you, that's going to start this ball rolling for you. Okay, Capricorn. So just hang in there and give it some time. It's going to be exciting. I think you're going to like it. There's an energy of fearfulness just simply because it could be a lot of change coming towards you, but I think you're going to be really excited once you allow yourself to be. There's going to be a lot of renewed energy for you, and I think you're going to enjoy whatever this is. Yeah. Very good. Nice to read for you. Happy Halloween, Capricorn. Next up, we have Virgo. I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot for Virgo. I have the Devil in the reverse, and I got the Four of Pentacles. You may be fighting urges to, this is so strange. I feel like you may be fighting urges to overspend this week, Virgo. You may be restricting your finances. You may be looking at your budget, something like that. This Four of Pentacles is someone who wants to make sure they don't do There's also the possibility that you may have already kind of overspent or gone over budget in something, Virgo. because this devil, it can relate to a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily have to be about overspending. That's just something very specific that I heard. This Four of Pentacles, though, is someone who's afraid that they're about to light something on fire here. We got a lot of potential fire hazards here. Okay. Tower. Oh no. And the Emperor. Oh no. So here's the Tower. We have some kind of breakdown in a foundation. And we have the Emperor here, someone who has to take charge of the situation now. I don't know if that's your energy, Virgo, or if you're reaching out for some assistance, or maybe someone is reaching out to you. This may be somebody who says, you know, Virgo, can you help me out here? I seem to have caused some problems in my life. This could be you reaching out to someone else saying, hey, a little assistance over here. This Tower kind of typically feels like it comes out of nowhere, specific to this vice versa tarot. This is something that removes a mask. There's some energy of exposure here. There's someone here who has to be the bigger person, and I have the Six of Swords right here. Someone here who may be forced to relocate, or maybe considering a relocation. And with the Eight of Pentacles here, we may have somebody who is considering a change of workplace environment as well, change of occupation or something. And it feels like there is, I don't know if it's like a forced change, or if this is just something that you didn't even realize you wanted to do until now, Virgo. But there is definitely a lot of, it feels like someone who's trying to make up a decision as to whether they want to stay or go in a situation or a place. And there's, yeah, now I have the Magician that comes out here with the Lovers card. Perfect. This is someone who's like trying to decide what it is they want to see for their future with that Magician. There's someone who recognizes they're going to have to make a change. They're going to have to do something about it because something is changing here. There's a recognition of some toxicity in some way with that Devil in the reverse. This is somebody who says, I see it for what it is. I think we're about to have a major problem with that Tower energy. It looks like the problem has already kind of shown itself and kind of been exposed here. There's somebody here, Virgo, this Emperor energy feels like it is part of, if it's not you, it's someone in your immediate environment that you're working with to kind of clean up a situation. And there's a recognition that there's going to have to be a major change, possibly even a relocation or a change of career. With this Magician energy, this is someone who's taking the matters into their own hands, as with this Emperor energy, somebody who wants to see a positive change. And with this Lovers card, I don't think you're doing it alone, but I also feel like there's kind of an are you all in, are you all out kind of feeling right now to whatever this is. It's like a choice in pathways that you're making right now. I have the Ace of Cups hanging out here on the top of the deck. Just tells, and the World card under that, of course. Very good. Let me put this over here and put this rock on top of it. This Ace of Cups right here is someone who has possibly a new love potential coming towards them, or just something that's very authentic to them, because they're removing themselves from one scenario and moving into something that's much healthier for them. We have the World card that comes out with that. That's the card of Libra, and that's someone who is tying up loose ends because they're ready to start something new. It's nice seeing that on top of this Six of Swords energy, where we have forward movement in the physical world, for sure. Sure. We'll use this. And I've got the Chariot card on the bottom of that too. That's the card of Cancer, but it's also an energy of forward movement. Good job. So we've got it spiritually, and now we've got it three-dimensionally. That's fantastic, Virgo. And I have the Knight of Wands here. This is someone who sees something that they want and they're ready to go after it. This is like excitement. This is someone who's very impassioned about someone or something. There is, and this feels like someone who may be quite attracted to you this week, Virgo. If you're single, Virgo, there is possibly Sagittarius energy coming towards you that's like very interested in you, magnetized to you, thinks that you're very attractive. And I have the Ace of Swords that comes out here on its side. But this is a change that you're about to make. I I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by what happens once you make this change, once you make this relocation. That's when we have this Knight of Wands energy that comes in, and it's really your choice here, but you're going to have to tell somebody how you're feeling about something this week. You're going to have to cut ties with things that you know you need to this week. And let's be real, it's kind of already being done for you here in some way. You got 2 aces out here, and I have the Emperor out again. Yeah, so somebody who's taking charge of a situation, and it feels like you are being propelled into the right direction, Virgo. Maybe a little uncomfortable for a few minutes, for a few days, maybe even a couple weeks. Hang in there. But you have it well at hand here. This is someone who's large and in charge. Other people are magnetized towards you. If you're leaving a place of employment, I think you're going to have a lot of other options coming towards you. If you're being promoted in some way in your workplace area, you're going to have some things you have to clean up after another person, but I think you'll have it well in hand. If you are physically relocating, once you relocate fully, I think you are going to be running into possibly a new soulmate relationship in some way, or at least someone that you want to spend some time with and who is quite attracted to you. You have some good positive things coming in towards you this week, Virgo, but it really does look like you're kind of having to make a decision about what you want for your future. Once you do, it's like full steam ahead in every way. All right, congratulations, Virgo. Nicely done. Happy Halloween. Next up, we have Aries, first of our fire signs. For Aries, I'm going to use this Heaven and Earth Tarot over here. Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Aries, you may kind of be sitting on some of the things you've been feeling, some of the things you've been thinking. Maybe you're trying to watch your tongue this week. I have the Sun in the reverse. You may have had an argument with someone. You may have had a fallout with someone. You may have said something that hurt someone's feelings. Someone may have said something that hurt your feelings in some way. I think that you're being very cautious of that. Or with this Sun energy in the reverse, that's the card of Leo. That can be someone who's just feeling a little fatigued this week, or maybe a little under the weather. Drink your juice, drink your citrus juices, right? Get some extra sleep. Drink hot water with lemon. It's going to make you feel better over time, but that's not going to solve all your problems. Hot water with lemon is not going to solve my problems, Jess. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead. Oh, I got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is something you didn't plan for. And I have the Strength card that comes out on its side there. Also the card of Leo. You may be dealing with a Leo. You have heavy Leo energy here. The Strength comes out on its side, and it's reminding you to have faith. It's reminding you to be strong. It is reminding you of your source of higher self and your source of higher power. It's asking you to slow down and reminding you that everything's going to be okay. This Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, but the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is experiencing some kind of fallout that they weren't expecting. And I have the Ace of Pentacles that comes out on its side. It's kind of in the reverse, but I turned it on its side for you because I did feel sorry for you too. The Ace of Pentacles on its side is someone who is contemplating a new beginning. They're questioning who they are, where they want to put roots down. You may have recently been uprooted in some way. That could be a source of stress. The Sun in the reverse can be someone who's feeling a little bit depressed, someone who's feeling overwhelmed or feeling like they don't have the energy that they need to accomplish the things that they need to accomplish in their lives. You could just kind of have the wind have been taken out of your sails or something like that by something here you weren't expecting. This Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity for change for you and for growth for you. It may not feel like it right now. I'm seeing 10:23 on the clock, 1, 2, 3 over there. 1, 2, 3 is a reset code for me as a reader. I see it all the time. 12:34, 10:23, that sort of thing. 1:23. I feel like whoever you are, you're moving in the right direction. There's an energy of needing to trust yourself and needing to trust and have faith in a higher power and knowing that your steps are being guided. You're smart, you know that, but sometimes it's hard to remember that whenever you're dealing with upheaval, especially if it feels like it comes out of nowhere. And we have some regret here. Yeah, we've got the Five of Cups. Snap. Oh, Five of Cups is someone who's focused on the loss, right? And there's a bridge over here. And I think this person's getting ready to leave this guilt or shame or whatever this is behind. I think this person is recognizing I want to move on. I have the Hierophant in the reverse. This can be letting go of a major contract or commitment in your life. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus, but it's also a card of marriage, traditional values, contracts, doing things by the book, that sort of thing, very much stoicism. Whenever we have the Hierophant in the reverse, this is someone who is letting go of something of significance in their life, something that they thought was going to be a source of stability for them for some time. It looks like something's fallen apart here, and that goes right on top of that Strength card, where you weren't expecting to have to deal with this. This could be like a serious health issue or something that you may be having to deal with. If that is the case, I'm so sorry, and I hope that things are going to improve. I have the Emperor. That is the card of Aries. Nicely done. Thank you for showing up for you. It's also the card of Divine Masculine, and it comes out here with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You may just be feeling like you've let something fall apart. You are quite hard on yourself, Aries, and I feel like I said this in a recent reading. Like there was someone who was very hard on themselves, and it feels like a similar energy to me. This Emperor is kind of separating themselves from other people, friends, family, loved ones who would love to see them through whatever this situation is. But it's almost like they're afraid of admitting that they may have let something fall apart. Trust me, though, whatever it is that's fallen apart, it was probably meant to fall apart, because you are moving towards a more authentic choice for yourself, but it really feels like you're focused on whatever this is that's fallen apart. I think because I feel like you're blaming yourself, and this could be the other person or whoever's on the flip side of this scenario, but there's a heavy energy of like blaming oneself. There's some guilt over here. This could be something very small in your life. I remember right when I was shuffling your cards here, there was the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and that can be someone who says something that they wish that they hadn't, something they wish that they could take back, or something. Alrighty, one more out with this, and then we'll clarify, Aries. I have the Judgment card out. Nicely done. All right, well, that's that wake-up call, isn't it? That's that kind of resurrection energy. This is an opportunity for change for you. This is an opportunity, like, for hitting the reset button for yourself. This is the wake-up call. This is like, this is you. This is good. I love it. This is like all of a sudden, whatever it is. And here you've got the Emperor hanging out on the top of this deck over here with the Tower. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Yes. And then we have, again, Aries here with the Magician. Very good. I guess we'll use this to clarify since we already started doing that. And we've got the Three of Cups here, which can be about reconciliation energy. And we've got the Four of Cups, which is a little bit mopey, self-isolating. Let's be real, Aries. No judgment. Whoever this is, it seems like they've been a little bit under the weather or a little bit depressed, dealing with this kind of fallout that you weren't expecting. You didn't expect this to happen. This wake-up call, though, goes right next to this Emperor twice. This is somebody who is ready to take on the future. There's a renewed sense of energy that's going to happen. It's going to come in here. It's going to take a few more days for this to clear out. It really does feel like about 8 days, Aries. It really feels like you're kind of still working through, the dust is kind of settling here. Somebody here needs to take a nap. I'm serious. Like, I'm not kidding. Somebody here is that tired. Somebody needs to rest. Somebody's feet hurt. I have the Hierophant out again. This is somebody who is having to turn their back on a major commitment. Yeah, and it's because of that Tower energy right there. There's something that's forcing a major change in your life, Aries, and it feels really good. It's just something it doesn't feel good right now. It's going to feel good soon. It's going to feel good once the dust settles, but right now it feels kind of shitty. I have the Five of Pentacles right here. We have somebody with their head in their hands. This Four of Swords can be an energy of separation. This can be someone who's dealing with a healthy amount of depression, somebody who may be worried about having burned it all down to the ground. This is, again, there's a heavy energy of like someone who's blaming themselves for something. There's a change with this star energy. This is the card of Aquarius, but this is somebody who is recognizing that this is just something that was kind of meant to be on their path, because it was almost unavoidable with that Tower energy. Once this was broken down, once these facades were removed, it was like you can't take it back. And so now we just deal with the fallout, and we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There you are, right in the middle of it. It feels like you have really grown into yourself. Really grown into yourself. And this, whatever this has been, that's forced you to take a hard look at yourself or to carry around these feelings of whatever, remorse. We'll say remorse and leave it at that. Whatever that is, it's caused a lot of spiritual growth in you, and it's caused you to really create just like a very foundational you. Okay, now we have this Six of Wands here, plus we have this Sun card out here, which is pretty darn good. We have a lot of positive energy coming in towards you once you work through this. Now, this Six of Wands is someone who is victorious after a battle that's hard fought. This is someone who has worked their way through the labyrinth, and they have succeeded, but it was ugly getting there. And that's what I was saying. Once the dust settles, you are going to be very pleasantly surprised by what your life looks like. This is someone who has really grown into themselves and really solidified like some root chakra healing. Yeah. Someone who's looking at inner child wounding and how it's affected themselves, how they relate to other people. This could be part of this Tower energy. This is someone who's grown a lot. And we have the Sun card out. That's the card of Leo. But this is someone who is about to come out of a major depression. We've got the Sun out in the reverse for you initially. But what did I say? About 8 days from now, we're going to have a major shift here. There's been a wake-up call for you, whoever you are, Aries, if this is in fact your reading, where you have decided to just make an awful lot of changes as to who you are and how you run your business. And I think you're going to be real happy with the way your life starts to shape up. There's some kind of major commitment that you are ending here. Like it feels like you're already in the process of ending it, and it's kind of a scary, shaky time for you. You're not sure if things are going to work out. You're not sure if things are going to be okay. And I'm here to tell you they're going to be okay. It's gonna be okay. I love you very much. I will catch up with you guys next week, and thank you for letting me read for you. You're gonna feel a lot better real soon. All right, Aries, happy Halloween. I will catch up with you guys next week. Next up, we have Leo. Let's see here. What are we gonna use for you guys? For Leo, let's use this Tarot of Dreams for you guys too. Six of Swords, Four of Swords. Interesting. Leo, some of you may be considering relocating, and some of you maybe actually, this is rather specific, maybe actually having dreams about a physical relocation. I mean, like actual, like sleeping time dreams, like seeing yourself in a different place, seeing yourself with other people. Okay. I have the Palace of Swords on its side. And I have the Page of Cups that comes underneath that. This is someone who has a brand new idea. This is someone, this actually, I have to be honest with you, Leo, this kind of, there could be an energy of like, unborn children around you in some way. There's an energy of, I don't know if it's even so much fertility, but oftentimes I'm a Reiki practitioner, and sometimes when I'm working on someone, I can see these little blue flash bulbs, and it kind of represents young spirits that are around someone. It can be a few different things, but it can often indicate fertility or someone who's kind of waiting in the wings to arrive. So just FYI, that may be hovering around you. I'm seeing a lot of blue here. Pages can be children. If this is not the case and you're not really feeling that, this Page of Swords can be the energy of Palace of Swords here with this Page of Cups can be an energy of major change in a thought process with this Seven of Wands. There it is. It feels like all of a sudden, this is a different dynamic here as well. With this Seven of Wands, there's someone here who's been continually having to battle mentally with possibly a sibling, possibly a friend, possibly a loved one. There's an energy of immaturity here, possibly like someone younger than you, or someone who has some immature behaviors, and feeling like you're having to go to battle with them or for them continually. This can be an energy, this is interesting. It's almost like whoever this is that's in this environment with you, this space with you, it's like you feel quite protective over them and yet constantly battling them. That's why I have like a sibling dynamic feeling. And I have the Justice in the reverse. This could be someone who's going through legal matters, legal issues, having legal problems. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This doesn't feel like your energy, Leo. This feels like someone you're having to help in some way. Man, I have the Palace of Wands in the reverse. So this is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, right? And it's a traditional deck of 78, but it has an additional 6 cards, like bonus cards in it. And the Palace cards, they're kind of like, they represent like they're the epitome of the suit that they represent, right? But we got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We got the Justice in the reverse, which is the card of Libra. But when we have the Palace of Wands in the reverse, whoever this is that you're dealing with, they have gone and destroyed their lives in some way. This can be someone who maybe I say destroyed, like that's super dramatic. I mean, they didn't destroy their lives. They just made it real, real difficult for themselves somehow. And it feels like you are in a position of having to help. Here's your card, Leo, sitting over here on the top of this deck. This is you always having to be like the eternal ray of sunshine, but not just that. You have to be like the fixer for this situation is what it feels like continually. You may be having to bail this person out of prison or out of jail, or you may have to be picking up the pieces for them. This is someone who may need help with their children. You may have to pick up some slack for them. You may feel like you're always having to pick up some slack for them, like you're always having to be the bigger person. And I got news for you. It doesn't look like it's changing. I don't think you expect it to. It feels like you're always having to deal with this in some way. I guess we're going to use this deck to clarify. Let me shuffle this real quick. Leo, you are so compassionate towards this person, but I feel like you've been around the block. Like with this person, it feels like this is just kind of par for the course with this individual or this situation. Like there's this energy of always having to bail someone out. And this person may blame their issues on others, and maybe they have a right to, I don't know. There's an energy of this person, it feels like they like almost, I'm just watching them like walk, and as they walk, they're like just fire erupts behind them, almost like unintentionally, like they just can't help but cause these issues or this drama for whatever reason. And no judgment, no shade to them, because I don't know what it is that they are experiencing here that's causing this. I'm only recognizing like how it's affecting your energy. But this would be someone who may have had some things happen to them when they were young that caused them to just kind of have a discordant experience in life, just to really struggle to make healthy, balanced choices for themselves. And there are a lot of reasons why that happens for so many of us. And so you can't help but, I see how you've done this, you can't help but want to stand up for them, want to protect them. Maybe you saw all of the things that they experienced. Maybe you saw it firsthand, or maybe they expressed themselves to you at some point. But you're kind of getting to the point where you're like, enough is enough kind of feeling. I have the Magician that comes out in the reverse here. This person, and this is something I was going to say here with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, where they have a tendency to blame the outcome of their own choices on other people or past experiences with other people. The Magician in the reverse is someone who is not feeling like they are supported. They don't feel like they can ever get ahead. And they feel like it's not their fault. And I have the Strength card that comes out in the reverse. The Strength card is the card of Leo. That's you again. And anytime we have the Strength card come out, we know we have the Devil that we have to deal with as well. Devil is recognizing the toxicities for what they are. You're saying, damn, Skippy, I did a long time ago. But it's neither here nor there. How do we make this situation better? Because I can see you may have to call in other resources to help you with this time. This person may need to go into some kind of counseling program or something like that. It feels like they may have bitten off a little more than they can chew, or that you can chew for them this time. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you're kind of throwing your hands up into the air and saying, you know, I'm so sorry. I can't do it this time. I can't do it any longer. Maybe you're too busy. You can't put your life down right now to run to help this person. Maybe you feel like you've done all you can. And maybe you're simply tired of doing it. I have the Two of Cups over here. Here's the problem. Whoever this person is, whether this is family with that Three of Cups over there, or a friend, or a loved one, a lover, or romantic partner, this is soulmate relationship, right? Two of Cups. And I think that is why I think they always get you. They always get you with that, like, well, like, how can you be my sister? How can you call yourself my best friend? And I think they genuinely have the same love for you that you have for them. They just can't seem to keep themselves out of trouble. I think you will continually try to help this person because you love them that much, you care about them that much. But man, I think you're sick of it. I feel someone who's physically tired, like their hands hurt. Ten of Swords. Man, I think that, I think you're going to continue to help them, but there's this point with the Ten of Swords, that's the minor arcana of the Death card, right? This is somebody who recognizes they're going to keep on stabbing the same stab over and over and over again. And how many times can you take it? I think you're over it. I do. I think you're over it. I think you're ready to move on from this, but I mean, I don't know how you're gonna, because it feels like you have some kind of soul tie or attachment to this person. I think you love each other equally. I think you may just choose to love them from a distance for a while until they're able to deal with themselves. I've got the Moon card and the Death card right underneath that for sure. And with the Page of Pentacles over here, this person is going to have to start over. And there's a lot of spiritual development that they are going to have to look at with the Hermit energy there. And then I also have the Justice card again in the reverse. They may end up with some serious legal issues from whatever it is that they're going through. But them going through it on their own, this is where you're at. Allowing them to go through this on their own is what is going to spark this major transformation in them. The Death card is that energy of uncomfortable change that leads to powerful transformation, right? It's endings that lead to new beginnings. But in order to do that, we have to get things out in the open. We have to talk about things, call a spade, look at things for what they really are. This person may need some counseling in some way. This person may need resources that you can no longer provide. It feels like you are going to this person and you're saying, you know, I love you so much, but there's just a limit to what I can do. And unfortunately, at this point, I'm tapped out. Oh man, I think that you're not too upset to have to say that. And I think this person is going to understand your perspective. I think that there's just this energy of having to deal with it again this week, Leo. I don't know who this is. It feels rather specific, but this energy, just take it as it resonates. If it does at all, it's really just an energy of having to clean up after someone else and getting quite tired of it. But let's be real, you're Leo. You got a lot of energy. You got a lot of people who love you and you take care of people. You're very, very generous with your time, your love, and your energy. People appreciate you and they do love you. This person really does love you just as much as you love them. They're just a pain in the ass. All right, Leo, that was your reading for the week. Much love to you. Happy Halloween. I'll see you guys soon. Next up, we have Sagittarius, and we're going to use the Star Power Tarot for Sagittarius. Seven of Pentacles, and I got the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who is planning for the future, doing a good job of it too. Nicely done. Someone who is experiencing a lot of independence in their lives. I got the Nine of Wands coming out on its side. You're like, that's the truth. So the Nine of Pentacles that as I was saying, as I was shuffling and I split the deck, the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress card. It can indicate someone who is single, someone who is an independent business owner, or someone who owns their own business and by themselves. This is someone who is very unique to themselves, and they don't allow people in to their space too easily. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is that wounded warrior card, and it's basically that. This is somebody who's got a lot of healthy boundaries up around themselves, not because you're trying to be mean, but because we call the Nine of Wands the wounded warrior for a reason. This person puts up boundaries because they were wounded in the past. This person's smart. They're just trying to create healthy dynamics in their lives, maybe for the first time in a while. You may be someone who had allowed people into your life who either took advantage of you or ended up being a negative impact on your life, and so you're being very cautious as to who you are letting come in and take up residence in your physical space, your emotional space, your mental space. Heck yes, like it. I have the Page of Cups in the reverse. That's not so much fun. Hold on. Oh snap. Okay, so I have the Page of Cups. I was saying this healthy boundaries, right? And I think maybe you're working on these healthy boundaries for sure, Sagittarius. But this Page of Cups in the reverse is someone who needs to extend an offer of apology, kindness, love, forgiveness, or acceptance. They just haven't done it yet. I don't know if that's you or if that's someone around you in your energy. I have the Death card here on its side. That's the card of Scorpio. That's the season that we're in right now. This feels like something you're going to be experiencing. If you're not experiencing it right now, it's just right around the corner for you. With this Seven of Wands, there's a fear of creating drama in your life. I feel like whoever you are, you're just kind of over that. You don't want to experience that at all anymore. And so you would rather just avoid, there's an energy of self-isolation here, Sagittarius, where you're like, well, if I just don't leave the house, then I don't see how any drama could happen at all. And you're right about that, mostly. Maybe not. Let's see here. Two of Wands in the reverse. Hold on. Okay, all right. So we got the Nine. I'm going to have to get another deck to clarify because these are very interesting energies, but they're a little bit conflicting. So I've got you right here in the middle with this Nine of Wands in the reverse. That is the card of Sagittarius. And whenever it's in the reverse, I think we may have to admit that maybe something has happened here that's causing you to either question your choices, or it's caused you to feel really insecure in some way. With this Ace of Wands coming up, we have potential for something like a do-over, like a start over here. And so let me just get another deck, because with this Ten of Cups that comes out here in the upright position, we have a possibility for a lot of happiness to come into you, but there's some kind of resolution that happens between you and another person or within a situation. But I'm not sure how it works out here. Right now, we have some insecurity that's been kind of poked at here. It's like I'm seeing like a hornet's nest in some way, and that Gotta be honest, it kind of feels like you. This Mary L tarot here, let's use this. I have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. That's someone who, that's kind of like a do-over sort of energy. This is someone who wants to do things the right way. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You may be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in this scenario. I don't know. There's an energy of somebody who needs to reach out, and I'm seeing like shake hands or something. Like I'm seeing people shaking hands over a desk. I have the World card that comes out on its side on top of that Page of Cups. That's the energy of Libra. This may have been something that happened during Libra season, which is the time that we just ended, but there's an energy of needing to tie up loose ends here. There's a need to, are we going to, this is what you're asking yourself, or whoever in this scenario is saying, are we going to carry this energy on into the next 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, 13-year cycle of our lives? Are we going to carry this baggage around with us this much longer? Look at all of this that this person has built up around themselves, right? Are we going to continue to focus on these things? Is kind of this energy, like, or are we going to solve this? Are we going to heal this once and for all? Good job. And let's see. I have the Magician in the reverse. There's someone involved in this that may have some there can be an energy of envy or jealousy here. There can be an energy of someone who was trying to control a situation. This Magician in the reverse is someone who I feel like you feel you can't trust, or they feel as though they can't trust you in some way. I have the Ten of Cups again, so that is important. Ten of Cups can be a family coming together. It can be a marriage. It can be a blended family. There's a potential for a lot of love here, but there's this mistrust, this not letting someone in any longer, or someone who almost, this is I think what it is. It's someone who kind of can't let go of something. They're holding on to something. Seven of Wands, to clarify the Seven of Wands. I was literally saying to myself, what is this Seven of Wands? This high drama energy. And we've got the Seven of Wands to clarify that. This is somebody who's very fearful of causing more drama, causing more stress. Maybe you're somebody who just can't take any more. Like you're like, I am full up, go sell crazy somewhere else, right? This is this kind of like an energy of not wanting to let people in because you recognize like you may have had like a lot of inflammatory situations. I'm hearing like the last 3 years in your life or something. There's this energy of you wanting to smooth your life out, you wanting to create balance in your life with this Ten of Cups energy. Like there's emotional harmony that you've created in your own environment, Sagittarius, but it feels like there is someone here who is kind of presenting themselves again for like some kind of apology or forgiveness energy here. Or this could be you, or someone has come into your immediate environment. It's been within the last month. It's been during this Libra season. There's something that's reared its ugly head again, and now you're going to have to look at it again. This is the thing. We're just coming out of that Mercury retrograde, right? What is that even? Are we through the shadow like on the 5th of November or something like that, I think. And so you have a lot of relationships, situationships, issues, and coming around to be looked at again during a Mercury retrograde. You'll have another opportunity during a Mercury retrograde to clean up some of these messy things and create like final endings, and then like tie up the loose ends, like quite seriously. And it feels like you are once again being asked to fix this situation once and for all, or to just finalize a situation once and for all. Now, yeah. So I have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Wands, very good. Actually, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy right in the middle there, Sagittarius. And that's really you. The month of December is going to be wonderful for you. Your season is going to be wonderful. I think it's going to be very peaceful, very balanced. But right now, during this Scorpio season, your job This one job you seem to have right here is trusting yourself and knowing when it's time to let go, knowing when it's time to move on, and knowing when it's time to heal a situation and then move on. There's a real heavy emphasis here of seeing something through, like committing to ending a process, whatever it is, committing to sealing a deal, committing to forgiving someone, committing to apologizing. Okay. And I feel like that's going to be your focus throughout the month of October, or excuse me, into the month of November, because I guess it's the 31st of October, right? We're done with October. When did that happen? I guess all of October. So we're moving into Scorpio into November, and pretty soon it's going to be Sagittarius season. And I think you want to tie up these loose ends before you get to Sagittarius season. I think that there are a few things that are holding you back here. And with this Page of Cups in the reverse, it does feel like you or somebody else will be reaching out in the near future to tie up some of these loose ends. Now, this Ace of Wands over here, it's a promising new beginning, which is good because you have this Two of Wands in the reverse over here, Sagittarius, before, where you may have felt like you didn't have a lot of support. You may have felt like you didn't have a lot of friends that you could rely on to help you through whatever these situations are that you're tying up now. It feels like you've learned to do a lot of things for yourself and on your own. There's a real heavy emphasis of independence here for you, and there's an energy of you becoming a really amazing version of yourself. I'm hearing you're extremely beautiful, extremely attractive, extremely handsome. You've grown into yourself in a way you never expected. You may have started some new projects. You may have started a new business. You may have, I'm hearing exponential growth, Sagittarius, and you're going to be continuing to do that throughout the course of the rest of 2021 and on into 2022. You can expect now until at least June of 2022 to be kind of fast moving, fast paced for you. There just seem to be a lot of really positive path building, trailblazing. There it is. Trailblazing kind of energies coming towards you. Ace, and look, we got the Two of Wands. Very good. We were just talking about that, but now it's in the upright position. There's also, just for some of you, in fact, there's been a real heavy emphasis of not partnering with anyone for a while, Sagittarius, not allowing other people in. We have that Wounded Warrior card here, where you're really still dealing with some messes of the past and not letting people in. Maybe you don't, if you're single, you're happy to be single. If you're partnered, you're not looking for anyone to insert themselves into your life in any way. You don't even want to be friends with anybody new. Basically, there's an energy of self-isolation here. Yes, for sure. But it feels like once we get through this Scorpio season, that changes, because I have this Two of Wands, which is someone who recognizes they have a lot to offer to the world. They have a lot to offer to another person. And yes, you do. And heck, you're good looking here too. I got to be honest. You're smart, and other people recognize you. You're going to become very magnetic. So brace yourself, Sagittarius, during the month of December and into January. Okay, and this Two of Wands is going to be a lot of people reaching out to you, whether it is they want to spend time socially with you, or whether it is they want to work with you. And I think you're going to be really excited by that. I think you're going to be surprised, and I think you're going to be surprised by how excited you are, which is great, because you've been kind of keeping people at arm's length for a while. It looks like you've been dealing with some drama, or it feels like if you haven't been dealing with drama, it feels like you're about to, and you're going to be cleaning it up. Clean up on aisle U. I like it. This is very good. It's very healthy, but it's going to get even better. So whatever it is during this month of Scorpio, this time of Scorpio, I should say, make sure that you're tying up any of these loose ends, because you have a lot of positivity coming towards you. Real quick, like, yes, indeedy. All right. Thanks for letting me read for you, Saggy. And last of the night, we have Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, we are going to start with this traditional Rider-Waite deck for you. I got the Four of Wands on this side, and I got the Hanged Man on this side in the reverse. The Four of Wands is that Twin Flame 1111 awakening card. It can be a card of marriage. It can be a card of putting down roots. This can be a divinely guided soulmate energy coming towards you. I have the Hanged Man in the reverse, which is somebody who can be a couple of different things. It's the card of Pisces, but it's also an energy of waiting for someone else to do it for you. If you're dealing with any kind of divine counterpart situation, I'm guessing that is you. All right, if you're not, let's keep reading. I have the Lovers card that comes out on its side, and I have the Page of Pentacles. So the Lovers card is the card of Gemini, all right? And it really does indicate having a major choice to make in one's love life. Doesn't always have to be related to your love life, but let's be real, it is called the Lovers card. I'm going to read this for your lovers, for your love life, okay? So when we have the Lovers card come out on its side, this is someone who's having a difficult time making a decision about who or what it is that they want to invite into their lives. I have the Page of Pentacles here. This is somebody who is kind of just baby stepping their way out into the world. You may be newly single. You may be someone who is just starting to open yourself up to other people, Ophiuchus. You may be starting some kind of new pathway for yourself. I always think of the Page of Pentacles as kind of like being the freshman in college energy, where somebody walks onto campus and there is a campus full of buildings full of people who want to teach you how to do anything you want to learn to do. It's just a question of what's the right choice? What's the right building for me to start walking into, right? This is someone who takes things seriously, not overly seriously, but you want to start making good choices for yourself. I like that. And so you're very, I'm hearing that quote from the movie Clueless, that old movie Clueless. And she says, you know how picky I am about my shoes, and they only go on my feet. And she's talking about dating. This such a cute movie. If you haven't seen it, where have you been? The Death card in the reverse has come out next, and that's the card of Scorpio. This could indicate that you could just be having a challenging month. It's highly possible, but it can also indicate you struggling to let go of some of the old patterns and habits and possibly people or templates of people that you have experienced in the past. Say you're someone who has a tendency to attract controlling, verbally abusive people into your life, and you know that to be true. It would be kind of the energy of struggling to break that. Or say you're somebody who always allows yourself to kind of overgive to other people, and you end up feeling kind of like a doormat. This would be one of those templates that's kind of rearing its ugly head up again in your life to be re-examined. There's an energy of struggling to kind of cut ties with things that you probably know you should. But don't worry, you're going to get through it because you have really positive intentions. And the best thing about this energy for you, Ophiuchus, is that you're like, you've wisened up to something. The Page of Pentacles is the smartest page of all the pages in all the deck of tarot. There's someone who will put one foot in front of the other, and they will grow within themselves to go from the Page to the Knight to the Queen to the King to the Emperor. All the other pages, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, they all just stay pages, but not the Page of Pentacles, because they're smart. They know how to set goals for themselves, and they know what they want to see for the future. They learn from their past mistakes. I have the Knight of Swords that comes out on its side, and I have the Nine of Swords that comes out on its side under that, and then I got the King of Wands under that. This is someone who recognizes that a lot of times the choices that they have made have been somewhat impulsive, or that maybe they hadn't thought about them before they did them. I think that's what impulsive means, yeah, but I was just trying to say it in a different way. But we have the Nine of Swords underneath that. This is somebody who recognizes that some of the choices that they have made in the past have stacked up to create some high anxiety situations in their lives. And this is someone who says, I recognize that I've done this in the past by allowing maybe toxic verbally abusive people into my life, or maybe I continually allow myself to be a doormat because I just need that kind of acceptance or something like that. This is somebody who's recognizing that making those choices has kept them from being as successful as they would like to be, whether it's in their career or whether it's in their romantic life or in whatever, all of it, all the boxes, right? And I feel like you are someone who's experiencing a lot of personal growth right now. I have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. You know that's my favorite card to get in any reading. And I have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, but I have the Ten of Pentacles there. And then we have that. Hold on. All right, I'm going to get another deck to clarify all this, but just in the meantime, I have this Ace of Pentacles, which is somebody who is someone who is about to start a brand new beginning for themselves. There's a lot of prosperity coming your way, Ophiuchus. You can expect things that all of the seeds that you are planting right now and the ones that you planted 6 months ago, 9 months ago, they're starting to line up for you. And I'm seeing like a lot of financial prosperity coming into you. At first, it's going to feel like a trickle, and then the whole faucet's going to start turning on. I have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is, again, and it goes right on top of that Death card in the reverse. Again, somebody who's struggling to let go of some of these toxic templates or people in their lives, whether this is within you, Ophiuchus, or whether this is in other people. I mean, that when I say toxic templates, I mean, this can be, again, attracting the wrong people into your life and allowing them to stay a little bit longer than they should. Or this can be things within yourself that are frustrating you, like, maybe you're always saying you're going to start working out and you just never can seem to get yourself to the gym. Or maybe you say you're going to start watching the things that you eat and yet you continually buy Oreos every time you go to the grocery store. I don't know, something like that. And it's kind of this energy of being fed up and I can't take it anymore and I can't push the boulder up the hill anymore. That's kind of what you're saying to yourself here, Ophiuchus. I think there's a heavy emphasis of recognition, and that's very key. And I really love this for you because it's like this recognition is what propels the change for you, right? Like acceptance is the first, is that right? Is that the first step? Admission or something like that. You know what I mean. But all of a sudden it's like, once you recognize this within yourself, that's what propels this change. And you don't know it yet, Ophiuchus, but you have actually been growing for quite some time. You've actually been ascending for quite some time. You just didn't know it. I have over here the Strength card that comes out, which is somebody who's reminding themselves that they do have what it takes to work through anything. And I have this Four of Cups in the reverse. Whoever you are, I feel like there's been a heavy emphasis of self-isolation here for a while. I think that you're ready to change that. I think within the next 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to be ready to start inviting people back into your life again. I think you're going to feel healthier, and I think you're going to feel like you're able to attract healthier people all of a sudden for the first time. I also see this Six of Cups that I forgot to even mention to you. This is one of our soulmate cards in the deck. This can be an energy of a past life love coming back towards you, or someone that you've known for a while, someone that you've known before coming back around for reevaluation. It feels like it's healthy. If this isn't someone you've known before, it would be somebody that you would have instant soul recognition with, and it's going to come after a time of kind of self-isolation and growth, which is great. I think you've already been going through that. I think that's going to come at a time when you're kind of ready to start opening yourself up to people again. I have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yes, I think this is not going to come at a time when you're expecting it. It may come at a time that it feels like bad timing. You may want to reject this person or keep this person at arm's length. That's for a short amount of time, but I don't think that it's going to stick. Right now you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not allowing anybody near me whatsoever. And I understand that. I completely understand that. But I think there's going to be a change, and I don't think you're going to see it coming. I think it will be a surprise. And guess what? You can be surprised by things. Let yourself be surprised, all right? You don't have to know everything before it begins. I have the Hanged Man out there, and that's the card of Pisces. You may, well, I mean, I hate to spoil the surprise, but it might be a Pisces. But also, in addition to that, this is the Hanged Man is the energy of someone who's waiting for the right time. I think that you're not in a hurry for anything. I think you're still tying up some loose ends. You're cleaning up some messes, and you're really addressing some situations in your life and the way that you deal with people. and the way you deal with situations. I don't think you're in a hurry for anything. I sense a real calm and a peacefulness that's coming into your life soon, Ophiuchus, within the next couple of weeks, if you haven't experienced this already. I have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you got a lot of water sign energy around you here, Ophiuchus, all of a sudden. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I have to be honest with you, this energy feels like it comes outside of you. It feels like someone who wants to reach out and talk to you, but you may not be aware of this. This could be a mother figure. This could also be a romantic partnership with this Six of Cups and this Knight of Cups in the reverse energy. This may be somebody who wants to come back towards you to apologize and reopen communication with you in some way. And I have the Queen of Cups out here now. What did I, wait. Oh no, that's the King of Cups out here. So I got the Queen of Cups, I got the King of Cups, I got the Knight of Cups here, all on top of the Six of Cups. That's a lot of cups, right? Cups represent our emotional bodies, our feelings about people, and it feels like this person, whoever is coming towards you, Ophiuchus, this is somebody who may have been sitting on these feelings for a long time. These are like overwhelming emotions with this King of Cups, and there's someone who doesn't express themselves very openly ever, whether they're in the upright or the reverse. This is someone who's afraid they've hurt your feelings in the past in some way, and they want to come in and fix this situation. I think for a while you've been keeping people at arm's length. I think you may have been in a state of self-isolation, Ophiuchus, for a while. And I have the Strength card out. What did I have before? I am so confused all of a sudden. I thought I already saw this for you guys, but maybe it didn't pop out. I think I'm just confused. It's getting late. Can you tell? I think my Halloween candy's starting to wear off. But I have the Strength card out here, which is the card of Leo. This is somebody who is asking themselves to make healthy choices for themselves. It goes right on top of this Lover's card here. This is somebody who is... man, you kind of have some self-doubt right now, Ophiuchus. That could be why you are keeping people at arm's length. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't want to make the same mistakes twice. This person also feels the same way. This person that wants to come back towards you, this real soulmate-y energy over here, this real like heavy emotional energy, they feel like they damaged you in some way in the past. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you about this. This person may not have been honest with you. They may have actually tried to hurt your feelings at some point. They may have tried to juggle you with another person, and quite honestly, they may have said some really nasty things behind your back. They may have said really unkind things to your face. This person may have tried to, this is kind of like, whoever this is, they feel real bad now. You may have cut this person out of your life completely for a while. Maybe you really needed to just refocus on yourself. You may have cut a lot of people out of your life in the recent past, Ophiuchus. This Five of Swords is pretty brutal, let's be real. All right. The Five of Swords can indicate verbal bullying. It can also indicate gossip. And I've got the Knight of Swords out again. That's twice for that guy. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Whoever this is, whatever this scenario was, it caused some damage here. And this person wants to come in. They want to fix it. I don't know how you feel about that. How do you feel about that? Because Eight of Wands on its side. You're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I see 11:11 over there on the clock. You're like, yeah, sure, go ahead, say whatever it is you want to say. But I don't see you just welcoming this person back in with open arms. I think you're someone who has learned from your mistakes. I think that you've learned from the mistakes of the people that you've possibly allowed to stay a little bit too long in your life. I don't think that you want that for yourself any longer. I think you're seeing something new and something more profitable, more prosperous for you. I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who you may have some tough words for this person to swallow as well. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. I just caution you, Ophiuchus, if you do have conflict with someone here and they want to come back to you, they want to apologize in some way, or they want to ask for forgiveness, or they just want to touch base and kind of work through a situation that needs to be tied up here, because there are some loose ends that need to be tied up here, Ophiuchus, because you have a lot of promising, wonderful things that are around the corner for you, but there's a heavy energy of anxiety and stress and worry about something specific, some kind of specific relationship here. If that's something that's that you kind of resonate with here, I caution you this week to just be very careful about the things that you say and to whom you say them to, and about whom you say and about who you say them about. That didn't make any sense grammatically. Again, my Halloween candy's wearing off. But this is someone who, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, is someone who doesn't say nice things about other people. I'm not saying that that is you, but it's an energy that's hovering around in your environment. So just make sure it isn't you. All right. If you never say anything bad about someone, you never have anything bad you never have anything to feel bad about, right? That's Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the 4 agreements. That's one of the 4 agreements, I think. Be impeccable with your words, right? It's hard, real hard. And I fail all the time. But I think that is something to be mindful of. And I have the Fool card that comes out here. Ophiuchus, you are going to be in such a great position. It feels like you already are. Whatever this energy is here, it feels external to you. It just may be something that you have to deal with within the next 2 weeks. Honestly, be grateful for the opportunity to clean up this little situation, because once you do, it kind of clears your energy out for you to accept new things into your life. So whoever you are, just watch your words. I think that you will. I think you'll be so good about it. All right, much love to you. Happy Halloween to you, Ophiuchus. Thank you all so much for letting me read for you tonight. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me and you're watching this on Facebook during the live, that information is all around here somewhere. Please feel free to message me and I'll hook you up with an appointment. If you're watching this later on YouTube after I timestamped it all and posted it there, all of that information, all that booking information is in the About section of our channel. And I will continue to load daily or almost daily quick readings for you, and I will just catch up with you soon. Much love to you all. I appreciate you all. Have a good week.